Dear children, next 8th standard assignment chemistry lesson. Unit 9, part A, Roman letter 1, 1 mark question. First question. An element is a dash. Answer, pure substance. How? What is an element? An element is a pure substance that cannot be broken down by chemical methods into simpler components. For example, the element gold cannot be broken down into any other than gold. Okay? Any other than gold. If you keep hitting gold with a hammer, the pieces will get smaller, but each piece will always be gold. Okay. So what's the correct answer? An element is a pure substance. Clear? Then second question. Which is the following element is a non-metal? Non-metal question. Aluminium, gold and iron. These are all examples of metals. Carbon is a non-metal. Okay, here this is carbon is a non-metal. The next one, which is not a metalloid? Okay, correct answer? Yes, carbon is a metalloid because argonium, germanium, okay, these are germanium, polonium, all are metalloids. What's our question? Which is not a metalloid. So, correct answer, carbon. Next one, which is the hardest material? Correct answer, yes, diamond is the hardest material. Carbon graphite piece of charcoal are form of carbon, but these are all soft material. So correct answer, diamond. Diamond is the hardest material. Next one, dash is the liquid metal. Copper, gold and silver are metals. Okay, but mercury is a metal, but it is in liquid state, liquid form. Okay, so correct answer what? Yes, mercury is the liquid metal. The next one, highly ductile non-metal is. Here, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine and carbon are non-metals. But what's our question? Ductile. That means making into wires. Okay. So, carbon is the correct answer. Okay. Highly ductile. The next one, the non-metal used to conduct electricity in daily life. Correct answer what? Yes, graphite. Okay, graphite. This pencil, this is made up of what? Yes, graphite. Okay, pencil is made up of graphite. So it's conduct electricity. Okay, this graphite conduct electricity. So correct answer what? Yes, graphite. Clear? Then next question. The constituent element of water are. What are the constituents of water? What's the chemical formula of water? H2O. Okay, so hydrogen and oxygen are constituents of water. Constituent element of water. Okay, hydrogen and oxygen. Constituent element of water are correct answer what? Oxygen and hydrogen. C correct option. Okay, oxygen and hydrogen. C correct answer. The next one. Which one of the following reaction is an example for chemical change? Okay. Chemical change means what? The reaction taken place, you will not get original element again. Okay. So here, melting of ice, evaporation of water and melting of wax are example of physical change. But in rusting of iron, correct answer, rusting of iron. Here this rusting of iron, this iron converted into iron oxide. Okay. So we does not get original state again. Okay, so correct answer, rusting of iron is a chemical change. We will get new products. Okay, the next one, graphite is used as dash. It's a conductor. Graphite is used as a conductor. Okay, it is a form of carbon which conduct electricity. The next one, write the symbol for barium, beryllium, bismuth, and bromine. Okay, here symbol of barium, Ba, first and second letter Ba, beryllium, Be, bismuth, Bi, first and second letter, bromine, Br, first and second letter. The next one, classify the element based on their properties. Based on their properties, elements are classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids based on, okay, metalloids. Here listen, gold, aluminium. Okay, these are all examples of metals, isn't it? Oxygen, carbon, examples of, yes, non-metals. And germanium, silicon are examples of what? Yes, metalloids. Clear? The next one, mercury is used in thermometers. Why? Mercury is used in thermometers because of its high density and uniform expansion at a different temperature. Okay, because it is high density, 13,600 kilogram per meter cube. Its density is what? High density 13,600. Okay, 600 kilogram per meter cube. Kilogram per meter cube. This is the density of mercury, and it is uniform expansion, uniformly expanded at a different temperature. That's why mercury is used in thermometers. Clear? This is mercury. Then, what are the constituents of bleaching powder? Okay, what's the chemical formula of bleaching powder? CaOCl2. Okay, so Ca calcium, O oxygen, and Cl chlorine. Okay, അപ്പോൾ calcium, oxygen, and chlorine are the constituents of bleaching powder. Clear? The next one, mention the uses of metalloids. What are the uses of metalloids? Example 1, yes, silicon, germanium, boron are examples of metalloids. Here, silicon is used in electronic devices, electronic chips, okay, electronic devices. Boron is used in fireworks, okay, crackers, fireworks, and as fuel for ignition of rocket. Clear? Okay. The next one, write in detail. Compare the properties of metals and non-metals. Property, physical state at room temperature. Heading. Next, usually metals are as a solid state. Occasionally liquid. Example is mercury. The next one, non-metal. It is in the form of solid, liquid, or gases. Next one, what's next property? What? Yes, malleability. Okay, here metals are good malleable. That is making into plates. Okay, so making into for example, what is the gold, iron, aluminium. Okay, sheets, making sheets. That is called, that property is called malleability. But non-metals are pure and soft or brittle. Okay, so it's a poor malleability is poor. Okay, next one, ductility, making wires. Okay, metals good. Okay, non-metal poor. That means usually soft and brittle. Then we cannot make wires. In this one non-metals, in the case of non-metal, we cannot make wires. Exceptional case, this carbon. The next one, melting point. Usually melting point of metals are very good, usually high, is not. But in the case of non-metal, very low. The next one, boiling point. Boiling point usually high, but this non-metal usually low. The next one, density of metal is usually high. It's non in the case of non-metal, it's very usually low. Then conductivity, that is thermal conductivity and yes, electrical conductivity. In the case of metal, it is very good. Good conductor electric current and good conductor of heat. So metals are very good conductor of heat and electricity. But in the case of non-metal, it's very poor except graphite. Okay. And then listen. First one, metals are usually solid. It's not in the form of solid state. Second, malleability is good. That's making into sheets. It's not. Then ductility is good, making wires. Okay, ductile means what? Material can be pulled out or drawn into wires. Next, melting point is usually high. Okay. Then in the case of metal, boiling point is usually high. Then density is usually high. Okay, most metals have high density. Then conductivity, thermal and electrical conductivity. Thermal is good. Thermal example here, metal spoon and glass spoon inside this dip in hot water. Yes, how could you feel? Yes, this metal spoon absorb heat first. Okay, so metals are very good conductor of heat and also electricity. Clear? Then non-metals, those materials which do not possess the characteristics of metals are termed as non-metal. Materials like coal, sulfur are soft and dull in appearance. They break down into powdery mass on tapping with a hammer. Okay, they are non-sonorous, does not making sound, and also poor conductor of heat and electricity. Does not conduct electricity and heat. Then a few examples of non-metals are sulfur, carbon, oxygen, all gases, etc. Okay. Then next one, part D. It's an activity, student activity. Strike a metal utensil with a metal spoon. Okay, utensil with a metal spoon. Here, note the kind of sound emitted. Now strike a piece of wood charcoal with a spoon. Do you find the difference in the kind of sound produced? Yes, most metal produce a ringing sound when it strike. Okay, they are sonorous. Okay, so metals are sonorous. Listen, this is a metal plate. If you hit this spoon using this spoon, it will make sound, isn't it? So metals are sonorous. But if you use a plastic spoon, it does not produce sound. Plastic or this wooden spoon does not produce sound. So all metals are sonorous. Okay, all metals are sonorous. Clear? Then next one. Okay, next to assignment biology. Okay, thank you.